Welcome back to Let's Play Alan Wake 2. I'm BurningDogFace, and we're here in the Mind Place because Cynthia won't shut up. Although even here I can't completely escape her, as you might have just noticed. It gets muffled through the walls. There. Oh boy. In reality, we're in the nursing home, and we're going to go explore Gail's room, open the door to Cynthia's room, and see what fresh hell is inside of it, and then we're heading to the museum. First, I wanted to read out a comment from Elthwar, shout out, who says, considering it's a story about the darkness, the fact that the moon cycle hasn't come up until now is surprising. The dark presence getting stronger during the new moon phase feels like a natural fit. And I fully agree with that. Because once I thought about it, yeah, you would think that would be a major theme. Like, alright, you know what, we're going to start with Cynthia's room. Maybe it'll make her shut up. Hold on to your butts. Shotgun. Oh, Christ. Why didn't I expect that? God damn it, me. The worst part is that face actually does kind of look like the woman from the first game with her glasses off. This room is wrecked. I mean, the furniture isn't splintered or anything, but there's crap all over the floor. I don't even know what that is. Oh, I think it's a light fixture. She's destroyed all of the light fixtures. And there's a lantern, and another lantern, and another lantern, and they're all broken. Of course Cynthia had all this stuff. Why would Rose take the lantern away from her?
A dam? Was Cynthia into civil engineering?
Oh, the well-lit room was in an abandoned power plant, which was, of course, attached to a dam. It's on the outskirts of town. I bet the building is still there. I guess she must have reluctantly come here when she could no longer take care of herself, you know? A journal.
The dark presence uses people's memories, their fears to corrupt them.
I went down to the basement today to check the lights. I can't trust Blum to do it. He's too slow. But it's getting harder and harder for me to reach them. I can't keep up much longer. Tom's lamp is gone. The lamp with the angel on it. He always loved that lamp. It disappeared from my room. The darkness is here after all these years. It took Tom's lamp. I know it did. The lights are going out more and more. There's no one left to stop it. I can't do it on my own. Not anymore. I have nothing left of Tom now. I don't know what I'm going to do. I need Tom's lamp back. I need Tom back. Given that she lost him like 40 years ago, that's a long and dedicated love, I think. If a slightly sad one. The shadows are moving. There is no more light. No more lamps. I can't find my way out of the room. Someone locked the door. Did I lock it? Maybe Tom did. He probably did it to keep me safe. He's such a considerate man. Barbara doesn't deserve him. Tom could do so much better. Where did Tom's lamp go? I used to have it. I guess he took it back. That's fine. It was his, after all. The shadows are moving. Did I write that? Nonsense. There are no shadows. It's just us, Tom and I. Forever. I found something funny while I was down there. A newspaper article about Tom. But it called him a filmmaker. Tom didn't make movies. He was a poet. A magnificent poet. I dug around and found film equipment, supposedly also Tom's. What is happening? This isn't right. I know it isn't. And that's it. There's no period. There's no rest of that sentence. It just stops. Like she stopped in the middle of what she was doing. Case board. Oh, I can just... An entry from Cynthia's journal. She was afraid and hearing whispers. I guess it has to be Cynthia and Tor. Cynthia's fears made her vulnerable. That's how she became a Taken. Oh boy. Fact versus fiction. Odin, Mom moved away with me because of Tor. Tor wanted to apologize, but never got the chance. Connection to Tor and Odin.
Yes.
From the few things Mom said, this is actually plausible. Is it really true? What did Mom do to make what did Tor do to make Mom leave? And then why did Mom leave is the next question.
Your grandfather made the song
Right.
to apologize to your mother, Freya, and to you. Tor's like a storm. Your mother did the right thing, leaving with you, even if it broke your grandfather's heart. And mine. Listen to the song, Saga. It's all there. Tor only had one record made. He keeps it in the museum.
Cult of the Tree. Cult initiation letter signed by Ilmo and Jaakko Koskela. Here we go. Ilmo and Jaakko Koskela.
Okay.
Ilmo and Jaakko were running the cult. Or Jaakko and Ilmo, even. Well, I could have guessed they'd both be in on it, but here's the proof Jaakko is involved, too. Oh, right, yeah. Right, because technically the only thing we knew for certain is that Ilmo was a member of the cult. Still missing a read a manuscript. How can I get... Oh, wait, that wasn't even it. Why am I way over here? What? There were things a second ago. Yes. Cult initiation letter addressed to Vladimir Bloom. Oh, that's right. Who's involved? Vladimir Bloom. Confirmed cult member. The letter looks new. Seems like he was recruited recently. A couple months ago. Rose. Wake has been instructing her how to kill Taken. She believes she's been working for him. Who's involved? Jaakko, Ilmo, Bloom, Mulligan, and Thornton, all cult members. Jaakko, Ilmo were cult leaders. Tornode and Anderson, not cult members. Rose Marigold, not a cult member. She's certainly eccentric, but it doesn't seem like she's part of the cult.
Ways I can help him, how I can stay safe, good dinner recipes, ways to kill Taken, lots of stuff. I've been finding some pages of writing lately too, so he must be working on a new book. Exciting.
Actually, there was some more in there, wasn't there? Oh, right, lunchboxes. Right, because I found the biggest thing of context for that. Rose. The lunchboxes I've been finding were left by Rose for her use, as well as the heroes. Who left these?
Rose Marigold left these lunchboxes for me.
Rose is
Alan
responsible.
Wake apparently told her to. I guess I owe her one.
Rose is responsible, using the supplies to kill Taken for Wake. So it was Rose who left the lunchboxes. Guess it's fine that I've been looting them, seeing as I'm the hero. Oh, it has the A prompt there, but nothing happens. Whatever. Is anything else in here while I'm standing here? Yes, actually, back in the story. Again with 2 4 laters. How odd. I don't know what. There's also this bug I haven't really mentioned where every time I load the game, it seems like a bunch of stuff in the dark room, the mind place, resets itself to unread or whatever. What do we got here?
A power station. Everyone needs a hobby, I guess.
I don't think I would have recognized that as a power station from the photo. I mean, yes, it's the power station from the first game, and that's right there what she looked like back then. Hugging her lantern. I believe the hugging the lantern thing was a parody of a character I've heard of from Twin Peaks called the Log Lady.
A lantern. Was Cynthia using it for protection? Did she know about the dark presence?
And this, of course, is the well-lit room with all of its myriad of light bulbs. Hundreds of them that she's constantly changing to make sure they're at peak performance.
I feel like I'm missing some context here.
And, of course, a picture of... the same picture of, Zane and Barbara on Diver's Isle, but with Barbara's face scribbled out with pen.
I'm guessing the woman in this photograph was not Cynthia's favorite.
Honestly, I'm less surprised that, Cynthia's still in love with Zane than I am that Rose is still obsessed with Alan. Wonder if it's just the same obsession. Huh. What do we have here? A Valentine's Day box for a very special woman. Heart.
Tor's a romantic, huh?
Oh, for a very special woman, T. No, that's definitely a heart in the actual drawing, but whatever. The Anderson brothers. Box of chocolate from Tor to Cynthia. Yes, Cynthia and Tor. Looks like Tor fell for Cynthia pretty hard. I wonder if she was still human at that point. Dark matter on the ground. Oh, it's dark matter surrounding a page. A bathtub. I was expecting a screamer full of dark water. Mirror doesn't work. Fine, let's read the page, get jump scared, and find out where we're going. It's a very strange looking toy that I suddenly realized.
Cynthia would deal with the nasty Anderson fellow, Tor, always poking people with his hammer. He had it coming.
No. Cynthia and Tom manuscript page. Oh, and look at that, one of the things for later. Cynthia and Tom.
Cynthia Weaver smiled. Lost without her lantern? Nonsense. Cynthia felt as giddy as a young girl in love. Cynthia had loved Thomas Zane. Tom only had eyes for Barbara. Barbara was bad news. Tom had seen it in the end. Cynthia had been there to comfort him. And when he left, Cynthia waited. Years of waiting. Now Tom had come back to her. They'd be together now. See the world. She'd always dreamed of seeing New York. They were there now in a fancy hotel. She drew a bath. She would become like Barbara. No. Better. She sank into dark water. Into Tom. Tom had enemies plotting against him. Cynthia would deal with the nasty Anderson fellow, Tor, always poking people with his hammer. He had it coming. Anything for Tom.
I noticed that the edit there was the nasty, and then Anderson fellow was the new edition. So she was meant to deal with someone else in the original story. Let's keep that door fucking closed. And, well, I guess we know Gale's not coming back, since he got all twisted up and killed. Much simpler room. And nothing is ruined. Oh, there's a page in here. Along with absolutely nothing else, as far as I can see. Well, there's quite a few things, actually. I just can't interact with any of them. Not even this conspicuous cardboard box. Can't pet that deer, it's just a photo. All right, what does this say? Oops, what did I just do? Oh, I switched back to that. My mistake. Where was it? Ah, building the Valhalla nursing home.
Wheeler set up a foundation with the sales of their greatest hits album. He used the cash to build a nursing facility. The old men deserved it. An old manor in Bright Falls. Wheeler hired a contractor to have it refitted as an old folks' care home. At this point, Wheeler felt good about himself. He had a heart of gold. No need to feel guilty. Wheeler left the work to the contractor and returned to New York City. He had done his part. It was time to turn over a new leaf. The contractors figured out Wheeler was gone for good. They took the money and ran. When the fall rains came, the leaks started appearing.
Oh no. The entire second half is an edit. Is it Alan's fault the water's getting in? But yeah, I mentioned it in passing, but it is interesting that there's all these different ways for the darkness to get in, you know? The deputies did something evil, and, you know, the hiding of that evil is what allowed the darkness in. Gale apparently got in because he was fixated on the idea of this growth in his lung being a hole into darkness. And, I'm trying to think here. Okay, Nightingale got eaten by a giant cloud. That one doesn't count. Yeah, the modern stuff I'm talking about. The modern Taken. Oh, I thought it was on the second floor. Ah, it is on the second floor. Old Gods of Asgard Museum and Hall of Fame. I mean, for God's sake, Cynthia was taken over by the darkness because the Batman radio show KVNH, I don't know, Valhalla Nursing Home. Oh, Valhalla Nursing Home Radio, KVNH. I did step in here earlier and take some ammo. I was kind of hoping there would be a goofy radio thing in there. But yeah, Cynthia got turned into a Taken because she was so afraid of being taken by the darkness. I'm starting to wonder if anyone could resist. Well, curious as key fob. Okay, museum is open. Drum sets, photos, an old TV, a bunch of posters on the walls. This isn't a very big room, but it's very nice. What's this? Old Gods of Asgard Anger's Remorse. Framed by the Old Gods of Asgard to memorialize the only pressings of the unreleased single Anger's Remorse. Someone took the record. Gee, I wonder who
Anger's
it was.
Remorse. This is the one. But it's gone. Cynthia has the record. She will tell me where to find it.
No, she won't. I don't think she can. Are you totally insane? Oh, good. Now I can profile Cynthia. That's always fun, profiling the Taken. Oh, look, a bottle of moonshine and everything. Trashed hotel rooms and ruined pools. That sounds like these guys. Crowds go wild for the Old Gods of Asgard Ragnarok tour. Surely they should have spelled Ragnarok with a CK at the end to make it more like rock music. What do we got here? Nothing you can't handle, according to my lozenge wrapper. The rock and roll group, Old Gods of Asgard, are leaving chaos in their wake as they plow through the major U.S. cities in their aptly named Ragnarok tour. The band is breaking their sales records with singles topping the charts and had their latest sold-out concert in Long Beach, California. The fans showed their love for the Reckless Rockers by showering the stage with lacy unmentionables, black roses, and even full beer bottles. None of this fazed the stars themselves, who embraced the admiration and transitioned from song to song with such gusto that the audience was left catching their breath, eager to keep up with the brothers Anderson and their cohorts. After-hours shenanigans of the musicians included a pool, in a private residential neighborhood, left to be emptied and sanitized, and a hotel room nearly destroyed in a classical fashion, not to mention the lengthy room service bill gone unpaid. All things point to this band quickly becoming a strong contender to the iconic Hall of Fame rock groups that came before them. Old Gods of Asgard party like their namesakes and give a performance like no other. Be sure to catch them on their tour and bear witness to rock history in the making. No year on this. Damage done to the window of the Palo Alto Hotel the Old Gods were staying. Damages are rumored to add up to somewhere, and it's cut off. I can't even tell what that is a picture of. It's supposed to be a broken window, but... try this one. Old Gods of Asgard band member dead. The legendary heavy rock band Old Gods of Asgard mourns the loss of their divinely talented guitarist Bob Balder. Fat Bob, as he was affectionately and ironically called. Oh, I see. He wasn't actually... Right, yes. Right, because they decided that the guy's name was Fat Bob Balder, but then they did this game where Poets of the Fall played them in live action. So, no, it was an ironic name because that guy isn't really fat. Yes, Fat Bob, as he was affectionately and ironically called, died from complications of a severe illness. I think he had cancer. Leaving his bandmates Odin and Tor Anderson behind, the peace-loving musician will be sorely missed, also by the band's numerous fans. When asked about his loss, Tor Anderson had this to say: "Get the expletive out of my face. Balder is in Valhalla now. He fought cancer like a hero. Bob was too beautiful a soul for this world," added Odin. What this means to the band and their upcoming album remains to be seen. So yeah, that would have been after Loki Darkens just vanished without a trace. Possibly literally, now that I look into how heavily involved with all the supernatural nonsense these guys were. Rock music is the ancient language of the soul, muses Old Gods of Asgard's lead singer. I sit down to the Anderson brothers of Old Gods of Asgard fame in the lobby of a rundown hotel somewhere in downtown Detroit. Currently on their Ragnarok hit tour, the busy band members have only a moment to spare to a fledgling journalist and his questions before running off to the sound check for their concert tonight. How has the reception been? Tor, amazing. The fans understand what we're about. They get rock and roll, they get the spirit, they know we're not here to censor it around. Odin, that's censored right. Question, why do you do what you do? Tor, raucous laughter. I can tell you're new at this, buddy. Why does anyone do what they do? For the glory and the fame? For the money and the sex? Or because you have something inside you that is going to censored burst out if you don't start using it? Odin, it's the latter. Q, that's a good answer. How about music, then? What is it about music that compels you? Tor, that should be pretty censored obvious. This is boring me to death, bro. Let's get moving. Odin, sorry, he's always impatient. As they stand up to leave for the tour bus waiting outside, the larger-than-life rockers turn around for one final quote. Tor, music, especially rock and roll, is the ancient language of the soul, man. It's in me. It's godly. And it'll come out like a censored thunderstorm. Not one picture of Loki Darkens. Alas. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Sea of Night by Old Gods of Asgard. Balance Slays the Demon by Old Gods of Asgard. I mean, I get it, they were using real people for this, but it is odd that there's not a single photo of when it was a 4-man band and not a 3. Well, the timer has gone, so I'm going to call it. Oh, these are the records, yes. That must be the original printing of Balance Slays the Demon, to commemorate worldwide sales of the single of Balance Slays the Demon. And they have the same thing set up for Children of the Elder God and Take Control. Well, I'm BurningDogFace, and I'll see you on the next episode of Let's Play Alan Wake 2. when we, profile Odin about the missing thing. I just realized this was here. And, the missing record. And try not to get our heads ripped off by Cynthia in the process. Till then, wish me luck. And stay in the light.